Hello and welcome! Today I'm going to show you how I personally would start as a bandit in Elden Ring. As you can see, as a keepsake, I'm going to use a stone sword key because it's just nice to have some of them in your back pocket. So let's not waste any more time and just start. So obviously we're just going to start getting our stuff. Then we're just going to say hello to the lovely fellow, the Grafted Scion. Wait until he spawns, and then just drop down and die fast. Because that's quicker. We just have to get out of here and then our lovely start can begin. And with this door opened, we are finally in the lands between and Limgrave, and we can start our journey. So first of all, I'm going to change our flasks. We have our life flasks and no MP flasks or FP flasks because we don't need them. After that, we're just trying to get 3 graces as soon as possible to unlock our horsey. So for that, I'm just going to go this route to get to the map fragment and as fast as possible the horse, which you can see now. Don't forget to get the smithing stone 1 here. So now I'm just going to get the map fragment and then just follow this way uphill to get to the grace. And with that, horse.
Have you heard? They sir, but I can play turning wood to 80. You need to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me. I bequeath. You, it will summon torrent. Treat him with.
Now that we have the horse, we're going to get some items before we're starting our journey. First we're going to go down here. To find a chest and an Ash of War and a whetstone knife, which is basically there to put on Ash of Wars on new weapons, like the one we just got. After that we're just going to teleport back to the gate front set of grace. From that we're going to do some stuff. Here we're just going to get the weapon, the flail, real quick. Because we need that later on. Now we're just going to generally progress and find the next map fragment.
Could you help us out, Cully?
I forgot the smithing stone 1 here. After we got the map, we're going to a church where we're going to get a lovely Wondrous Physics, as well as an Ash of War, which we're going to need for later. For this place, we're just going to pick up a Sacred Tear to replenish more life when we use our flasks from Tears, as well as the lovely Flask of Wondrous Physics. Now we're just going to head outside, look out for the giant. We're just going to head up this way. Here you're going to find a scarab. We're just going to have something we want to have. Now we got the Ash of War Sacred Blade, which we're going to use later. After that, you're just going to drop down. And here you're going to find a warp gate, which you're going to use. After teleportation, we're just going to open this door, because behind there is a site of grace, which we can use later on. From here on out, we're just going to drop down, ignore all enemies, but don't forget to get the golden seed down here. Don't forget the Site of Grace down here. After you got the Site of Grace, just follow the way I'm going to walk now and ignore all enemies. Now that we're here at the Site of Grace, in the middle of Caelid, Fort 4th, we're just going to go inside the carousel and get some stuff we're going to need later. Again, just ignore all enemies. If you ignore them, just walk. You generally shouldn't be hit at all. On top, we're just going to grab 1/2 of the Dactys Medallion, which you need later on to progress the game, and just jump down. Again, ignore all the enemies. Drop down here. Pick up the golden rune here. Jump across. Ignore the rats here again. And down here, I'm just going to pick something up. And if you're able to survive, get out of here or just die. After you got the talisman, go back to the first step, Site of Grace, where we're going to get something which we're going to need now. And again, just follow what I'm going to do now. Follow the way. just pick up the gold pickled foot, and then just die. You don't need the 128 runes, and it takes much longer to get away from the aggro from the enemies than to just die. After that, just teleport back to the Fort Ferreth site of grace, and here we're going to do some stuff. Now, because of the Radagon's Sword Seal, we're able to wield the flail and use its Ashes of War effectively. And basically what we're going to do is just equip it, go to this lovely old dragon here, go to the spot where all of the messages are, and just spam the Ashes of War. And here, as you can see, we can damage it little by little without it getting to us and kill us. And generally it shouldn't take that much time, because as you can now see, we have bleed build up on the flail, and after a while we're getting bleed procs, which are basically 13k damage, and after 5 or 6 bleed procs, the Drang should be dead. Now that the Drang is 1 bleed proc away from death, you're going to go back in your inventory and use the gold pickled foot, which is going to boost your rune acquisition for a period of time. And then just proceed on killing the dragon. After you kill the dragon, just return to the site of grace. And use all the golden runes you still have in your inventory, which we collected. Now you should have around 100k runes, and with that we're just going to level up now. Now with the 100k runes, I would level up like seen here. Now after we leveled up, we're going to head to a new location, which is going to be from here to here, which is the Weeping Peninsula. So we're going to go back to the Gill Lake North waypoint and just follow the way downhill. Don't forget to pick up the smithing stones. One here, and the stone sword key. From here on we're just going to grab map fragment, and after that we're going to go to a new location. After we acquire the map, we're just going to follow the way a little bit to get another gold seed. After you collect the golden seed, just head back. There's nothing down there we're going to need for now. So now that we have the map, we're going to visit a few places. First of all, the Frenzied Village, where we're going to get another Flask Upgrade, as well as here in this church. In the end, we want to go to the third church, which is up here. Just follow me playing and we'll get there. For reference, we're going to start at the Castle Moor Rampart, site of grace. again, just ignore all the enemies because they're not worth your time. After you collected the first sacred tier, you just want to teleport back to the castle on Rampart side of Grace, and then just follow me. Here at this church, you're just going to pick up next sacred tier. Don't forget to get the grace. And then just follow me again. And here at the 4th Church of America, you find the sacred tier. And the set of grace, need for later, maybe. And after that, you just want to teleport back to the Church of the Pilgrimage. Because here we're going to farm our weapons, which we're going to use. So just now we can use all the sacred tiers we already collected to increase our FP and HP recovery. And use the golden seed, which we already got, to get more healing. Oh, and what I forgot to do, we actually want to use an Ashes of War, which we already collected, and that is the sacred blade with the sacred infusement, our great sword, or the great dagger, and a great knife. And then what we're going to do is just run out here, look for this skeleton with the 2 curved swords, and just use the Ashes of War once. It will always one-shot, and we want to get the drops from it. This skeleton in particular can drop the specific curved sword, and we are going to use 2 of those. So just repeat, kill it once, sit down, and just do it again and again until you get both swords. Now that we have our 2 lovely curved swords, there are only few things we still need to do until we progress the main quest and fight Margit. The first thing is we need to get some smithing stones to upgrade our weapons, as well as an Ashes of War, which we're going to use for later on. So first of all, we're going to TP back to the Eggle Lake north side of Grace. Now that we're here, just follow where I'm going. Now that we are in the mine, just follow me where I'm going to pick up the smithing stones. Technically you can just ignore all the miners, but if they're too annoying for you, you can just kill them. But just remember to two-hand your weapons, because if you're not two-handing your weapons, your weapon will just get blocked and you get staggered. After you get out of the mine, we just have to progress the main story quest a little bit to get a few more smithing stones. And then we can just pick up an Ash of War, which we're going to use, and then we're on. So again, just ignore all the enemies, just follow the way ups. Don't forget the golden seed. Now that we are at the Stormhold Shack, just follow me to get the next smithing stones which we're going to need. Just get aggro from one of the trolls and try to get this object here destroyed, the statue. Now that it is destroyed, just lure away the troll and try to get the items, which were exposed now. Now you got 5 more smithing stone 1s and a smithing stone 2. After that, just try to get away and teleport to the nearest site of grace. After that, you can just go back to the round table hold. And you should be able to upgrade your your weapon, which we are going to use.
You're a new nomad layout, you're on.
And now, if you followed my guide until now, you should have a Bandit's curved sword with +4, which we're going to use for the fight. After we upgraded our weapon, we're going to teleport back to the Third Church of America, and just follow me where I'm going to head to pick up another Flask upgrade, as well as to a site of grace where we're going to get another Ash of War. Here at the Minor Archery, we are going to pick up those 2 upgrades, or 2 cracked tiers, which are the Spike cracked tier and the Green Spill Crystal tier. And then just follow me again. Now we are arrived at Fort Hate, where we're going to pick up another Flask upgrade as well as an Ash of War. So just follow what I'm going to do. And after we defeated that knight, we got the Ash of War Bloody Slash, which we're going to use on one of our curved swords. After that, just teleport back to the Stormhold Shack. Now, because we picked up the one last golden seed, we are able to upgrade our flask once again, as well as put on our +4 Bandit curved sword, the Ash of War Bloody Slash, with the blood infusement, which basically adds the arcane scaling and the blood buildup, which is going to be helpful to apply blood. And now we're basically ready to face Margit, the first major boss. So just follow me to get to Margit, and then we're going to fight him. But don't forget to put something in your Flask of Wondrous Physick, which you want to use. And now we are ready to face Margit. For the sake of demonstration, I will not use any summonings like Sorcerer Rogia or the Bell to summon NPCs to help you fight. I will just use the weapons and the kit I'm currently wearing so that I can show you how good it is. So let's go.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
So that's basically it, how I personally would start a new game as a bandit. Technically later on, which I would personally do is switch from a blood or bleed build to a fire and cold build. So I would put one Ash of War affinity, one of the curve sword for fire and one of cold. I will put up some description on which Ash of War I would personally use probably, as well as the interaction of both of the affinities or status elements. For example, if you proc cold on the enemy, you will instantly reset that cold with the fire, so you can instantly proc another cold again, which is really nice. So yeah, I hope that was quite helpful for you guys, and see you in the next episode. Bye!